Hey, welcome. I hope you guys are doing good. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm very grateful to have you here. Today's reading is Who is Thinking About You? All right. And at the end of the reading, we'll look into why this person could be thinking about you as well. And yeah, we'll see what messages come through. But we do have three groups for you to choose from: group 1, 2, and 3. Feel free to pause the video if you do need an extra moment to choose your group, but I will see you guys in your readings. Hello, welcome. If you've chosen the first group, then this reading could be for you. So who's thinking about you? All right, and later in the reading, we will look at why. We'll see if messages come through the reading as well. Yeah, but we'll see. All right, so who's thinking about you? We have Ace of Pentacles upright, the Fool upright, and the King of Pentacles in reverse. So the person thinking about you, they could be someone new in your life. Some of you could have met this person a while ago, but nothing's really happened. It could be an acquaintance, someone you see, but it doesn't feel like anything significant has come out of, the small connection that you might have to this person, or like just, seeing this person or noticing them. Even though you may not know them well or for a very long time, you could assume that this is a supportive person, or this person has been very complimentary of you. Like maybe this person has thrown you a few compliments here and there. But this feels like overall, feels like someone you haven't really spoken to, but you may have said a few words to them. Some of you could know this person through someone else, but it doesn't seem like you know their name for a lot of you. This feels like a dude. This person could be like old enough to have children, or they can have kids, regardless of their age. And this person, they could also be average height or on the shorter side. They could have a decent amount of hair. They could have like big expressive eyes. They could look older than their actual age. Their lips could be on the smaller side as well. And they could have quite a slim physique. And it feels like you could perceive this person as grounded and hardworking. They could be in a very secure position in their life at the moment. They could be quite possessive, even if they don't seem it on the surface. They could have a bit of a jealous streak. They could be kind of controlling as well. And, this could be someone that you know them socially, and you could perceive this person as well off, someone you see as kind and generous. For some of you, they may not be as kind as generous as, you might perceive them on the surface, or they're quite selective with their generosity and kindness. This person could also be a wee bit older than you. It doesn't really feel like by much for a lot of you here. They could be good looking, or someone that you see as good looking. And, even if nothing significant has, kind of transpired between you and this person, it feels like you notice them, like you've noticed them. You could be curious about them even. Some of you may not be interested in them like that yet, but it feels like they're very interested in you, and that could be a reason why they're thinking about you as well. This could be someone like you live close to for some of you guys. But overall, like this seems like someone who is either very dependable or they just seem like they're very solid and dependable. This person could also be a creative, but it doesn't seem like you would even be aware of this. This could be something that you find out the more you get to know them. And it feels like this person could approach you soon. And with the tower, maybe it comes out of nowhere. It could be like a shock or surprise, this person approaching you, or how they approach you. Um, but yeah, you could perceive them as building something significant and meaningful in their life, or having already done that. And this could be someone that you wouldn't mind a fresh start with, or like a proper introduction, you know? And this could be someone that you perceive as a good investment, a good opportunity. They could be quite popular or come across as free spirited. You could also see them as fiery and optimistic. Some of you could assume that they see you as innocent or a little naive. Like you could think they perceive you as being on the sweeter side, like, you know, gentle, soft, and stuff like that. But yeah, this could be someone that's, you know, spontaneous or impulsive. And this could be someone that looks like they don't conform. Something about them could be out of the box, different. Some of you could also see this person as vulnerable. And this could also be someone who's always learning, open to taking risks. And this could be someone that maybe embraces uncertainty, but at the same time, they may not like change. But this could be someone that finds it hard to see or accept their own flaws. And even though this person may not be overly materialistic, they could be quite materially blessed. And it feels like this person could be insecure deep down, and it feels like this is not really something that they hide very well anyway. To be honest, maybe like once you get to know them. But yeah, this person could be a bit selfish and definitely could put their own self-interest first a lot of the time as well. And to put it simply, it feels like this person is thinking about you because they are just interested in you. You know, they see something they like and they are interested. And it feels like it is as simple as that. But we will see what other messages come through with these cards. So we have released any doubts. We have I deserve better. And we have speechless. Let's fly away. We have our cry sometimes. And we have random thought, I love your belly. We have progress, not perfection. And we also have transition, release attachments to what was and prepare for what is to come. And we also have simple pleasures. So with progress, not perfection, they could be thinking about you, but like thinking about potential progress between the two of you, maybe what they can do to, kind of bring that into reality. And, with the not perfection part, like this person, they could be thinking about you, like not being perfect, but being like perfect for them, in a way. That's what it feels like. And it feels like they don't compare you to other people as well. And yeah. And they've also been thinking about you because you seem like such a simple person to them. You seem like a simple person, but at the same time, exciting, pleasurable, to be around, fun as well. And they could perceive you guys as really compatible. The magician is underneath the lovers as well, so they could perceive you as like a great opportunity for them. But yeah. So they could assume or know that some of you could be quite independent with the Nine of Cups coming. The Hangman and the Three of Swords are underneath it. So with transition, release attachments to what was, they could feel like maybe you are stalling in your maybe your love life or forming new connections, maybe because you haven't really released attachments to certain things from your past. And that's something that they've been thinking about with you and something that they hope that you're able to do so that there is a transition, also that you guys can transition in a healthy way in whatever kind of connection you currently have to this person. So it's like they want you to put an end to something with the Ten of Swords so that you can maybe prepare. And maybe this is put an end to something that's currently in your life, maybe a person, something that's already happened, I don't know. But it feels like they do kind of want for you to be in the right space to like prepare for what might come out of a relationship or situation with this person. Okay. So we have here release attachments to what was, and we have release any doubts as well. So another thing they've been thinking is that not only do they feel that, or assume or know, I don't know, that you may need to release certain attachments, it also feels like they've been thinking that they need to release any doubts that they could have in regards to you, in regards to themselves, maybe approaching you. Because earlier in the reading, there was a message about this person maybe being quite insecure. So they could be thinking in relation to you that they need to release their own doubts. And with I Cry, sometimes it feels like they're waiting for you to be vulnerable with them as well. Like they could also assume that you have an emotional side to you. So they could find you very attractive. That's another thing they're thinking about. But it feels like there's something about you that's kind of like breathtaking. Like it kind of leaves this person speechless in a way. And with Let's Fly Away, this person has also been thinking about escaping with you. It doesn't have to be so dramatic, but like could be, taking you on a date, maybe taking you like aside, like especially if this is like someone socially, So kind of separating you and them from the crowd, if that makes sense. So that maybe you guys can talk or whatever. So it with random thought, I love your belly. It feels like this person does think about you a lot, like just randomly. You just kind of like pop into their head, and yeah, they can't really help it. And they've also been thinking that they love your body. For some of you, it could be very specifically your belly that they could love. And they've also been thinking that they feel you deserve better as well. For some of you, for a lot of you actually, they could think that they are the better that you deserve. But yeah, that is all I have though for those of you who chose this group. I really do hope it could be helpful, and thank you for joining me, and I hope I see you guys again soon. Okay, please take care. Bye. Hey, welcome. If you've chosen the second group in this reading, it could be for you who's thinking about you. All right, so let's start off your tarot cards. Okay. So the person thinking about you with the devil and the Four of Pentacles being here, this could be someone who is quite controlling and maybe a bit jealous. But on the surface, it feels like this person is very charming, very endearing, could come across as mysterious as well. This is random, but this person could have nice teeth for some of you guys. But it feels like their energy could be more attractive than their looks for some of you. Not to say that this person is not attractive, but it feels like their personality outshines their looks, even if they are very attractive. But it just seems like they have major sex appeal, you know. But this person, they could be a bit toxic, but it may not be obvious straight away. Like this person could be sneaky as well. This person could be a bit of an instigator, could like to play games. And for a lot of you, you could actually know this person well, but you're not close to them at the moment. For some of you, this could be someone you used to be with, possibly older than you. And this person could be thinking about you because they still like you, and they could be certain that you feel the same. This could be someone you have been very attracted to in the past, but you may not, that same attraction that you had may not be there for you anymore. Maybe you have your reasons for not being attracted to them anymore. But yeah, this person, they could be manipulative, they could be dishonest and all that good stuff. They could also have some compulsive habits. This person could appear, or maybe even like maybe actually be very attentive, like when they want to be. And a lot of you could also feel that this person has moved on from you, that they aren't thinking about you like that anymore, but they are. They could be a people person. They could be a bit intimidating, maybe at different times or with different people. This person could tend to self-sabotage. They could be aggressive at times. This person could be good with money though, could be frugal. They could like to feel secure in more than just, financial security. It feels like, even though this person could be secretive and sneaky, it feels like in general they're not very guarded. They could actually be quite um, open to people. Like they may not have any problem telling people, their business and, the stuff that's going on with them. And it feels like this person can also be responsible as well as impulsive. And this person could also be perceived as quite traditional on the surface, but it feels like they aren't really all that traditional. Maybe once you get to know them, or behind closed doors, for example, it feels like they could be very stubborn, and loyal to a select few people. They could be predictable, could be good at reading people as well, and being read. But it feels like this person, they're calculating. They also have strong boundaries. So this person could be very up and down. This person could be very flighty. This person could be very, like maybe temperamental for some of you guys, hot and cold. Like you never really know what you're gonna get when you see this person. Like one day you meet them and they're like super open, talkative. The next time you meet them, they are not necessarily closed off, but they're more, guarded, or, have like boundaries and stuff like that. But yeah, this could also be someone that is quite lucky. They could be seen as very fortunate. They could be very optimistic, positive, or come across that way. This is random, but they could also believe in like like evolution, like sciencey kind of stuff, as opposed to like stuff like religion or spirituality. Like their foundation could be rooted in like science. Not to say that these two things can't coexist, but to them it feels like they're very much the former, you know. But yeah, this person could also be quite playful. It feels like they could have a unique mind or a unique way to communicate and to approaching things. They could just think very differently. And, this person could also have a very magnetic personality as well. So I'm going to see what messages come through in terms of why they're thinking about you. So we have bitter. We have this connection will forever affect me. I'm done. Shadow work. Makes sense with the devil card being there. We'll see. We have the distance is killing me. And I hope you can understand. Interesting. And we also have let yourself sparkle and shine. We have award, accept your well-earned praise, and we also have time to play. So this person could be thinking about you because they are feeling a wee bit bitter when it comes to you. For some of you, this could be down to a lack of attention or effort from you to them. With the distance is killing me, they could be thinking about you because they are maybe also hurting over the distance between you guys, whether that's physical, mental, emotional, you know. So for some of you with I'm done clarified by the lovers, they could also be thinking about you because they're wanting you to be done with someone else, whether that is a platonic connection or a romantic one. For a lot of you, this could be a platonic one that they want you to be done with. Not, let me see. For some of you, it feels like they want you to be done with maybe giving too much of your attention to someone. They're also thinking about you because they feel that you've been working on yourself with shadow work. And whilst they're looking at you and the work that you've been doing on yourself, they've also been thinking that maybe they should work on themselves. You may have even encouraged them to take that step into actually working on themselves as well. And they think about you because the connection that they have or had with you did impact them, did affect them, did change them even in a few ways. And with I hope you can understand another thing, another reason why they're thinking about you is because they feel that you may not have much understanding when it comes to them. Maybe not a lot of patience, and yeah. And they could also be worried that might not change anytime soon, you know. So yeah, with let yourself sparkle and shine. So pick this if it makes sense, but it feels like they're thinking about you because they see someone else that's kind of making you feel confident or making you like sparkle and shine, like someone that's kind of giving you a glow. Do you know what I mean? Do you know when someone's kind of maybe loving you right or treating you right, you kind of get a glow and like this positive, energy and aura kind of emitting from you. So for a lot of you here, like that could be another reason why they're thinking about you, and it feels like they really don't like the fact that maybe another person is having that sort of impact on you. So it also feels like they're thinking about you because they see you gaining more recognition, they see you gaining more praise and attention. And for some of you, they could be thinking about you as well because they're thinking about ways in which they can maybe play some games with you. And this may not be in like a nice kind of way, if you know what I mean, especially with the devil card being there. like they could be thinking of ways to like gain your attention, maybe stir up some trouble type of thing. But yeah, that is all I have though for those of you who chose this group. I do hope it could be helpful. Wishing you guys the best. Thank you for joining me, and I hope I can see you guys again soon. Okay, take care. Bye. Hey, welcome. If you've chosen the third group, then this reading could be for you, person. No, not person. On your mind. Who's thinking about you at the moment? Okay, so the person thinking about you could be someone that is optimistic, or come across as optimistic and positive and kind and friendly. Maybe they do actually have these qualities as well. This could be someone you've already moved on from, or maybe you still in the process of doing that. Someone you no longer see a future with, platonic or otherwise. This could be someone you felt. So this could be someone who maybe distanced themselves from you. But it doesn't feel like any distance. That's between you guys. It doesn't seem like it was your choice. Or it was a mutual thing, or you were kind of just maybe reading their energy and reading how they interact with you, and you kind of decided to maybe not decided to distance yourself, but maybe you kind of decided to accept where the relationship was at with this person, instead of maybe like fighting for it. Maybe you accepted like their minimal or no effort, and decided to kind of say okay. um, so this could have been someone that did you wrong in some way, someone who possibly tried to get in your way. For a lot of you, this could have been a platonic connection. You could have been friends, or good acquaintances. This person could be super outgoing, but at the same time more chill than adventurous. They could have been someone you didn't really like to make plans with. They could have been flighty, or like for whatever reason, maybe you didn't see the point in making plans with them. Maybe they were a bit embarrassing for some of you guys, and they could have maybe cancelled on you a few times. So it kind of got to the point where you're like, okay, there's no point in me making plans with this person. But the person who's thinking about you, they could be more on the open side, like open-minded side. This could also be someone that you felt took unnecessary risks. Like for a lot of you, you could have found this person short-sighted, but this could have been someone that was patient with you. They could have a good job, a good career, be very successful, well off. This could be someone you perceived as confident, like they walk like they're confident, they talk like they're confident. They could be resourceful, resilient, and independent, or kind of seem that way on the surface. This could be someone that is unique and unconventional, creative, maybe a bit out there, and they could be thinking about you because maybe they've been watching your social media, or been watching your content. For some of you, them thinking about you has maybe kind of like made them want to look at your social media and stuff like that. But yeah, they think about how they haven't moved on from you, maybe haven't moved on from something that happened between you guys. They think a lot about the connections you're currently making, connections you've made since then, and how they've missed out on an opportunity with you. So this could be someone that is youthful, maybe a bit immature, but at the same time like pretty balanced. They could be rational for the most part, but could have been indecisive about you. Like you could have gotten a very indecisive energy from this person. But it feels like they were both logical and emotional. They could have had a strong moral compass as well. But at the same time, like they may not be honest. Like they may not be like overly honest. Not to say that this person is like, like a liar or deceitful or whatever, but doesn't feel like maybe they're like, super transparent either. Um, but at some point in your relationship, they could have taken accountability for something they said or something they did. But it feels like this is someone that does tend to be unbiased. They are responsible and consistent, but it feels like they weren't being consistent with you. And, this could be someone that's intuitive. They could have loads of energy, could be talkative. This could be someone that used to be very ambitious, maybe not anymore. But at the same time, like they are very stable. Maybe that's the reason why they're not ambitious, because they're quite content with where they are at right now. But they're thinking about you because they're still curious about you. They're still interested. For some of you, this could be a romantic situation that never took off, or maybe someone you had a crush on and it didn't quite move out of like the friend zone. So yeah, this person is still very much interested in you, and even though there could have been some issues between you guys, it feels like you could have had like a good relationship with them, like good communication, a good rapport with them. Had a few things in common, like you could have been compatible in a lot of ways. But yeah, for whatever reason, distance happened and things just maybe didn't really work out. And the person maybe thinking about you could be someone that you're still thinking about from time to time as well. And you could actually still view this person quite fondly. And it actually feels like they could reach out to you soon. So I'm going to use this card to see more of why they could have been thinking about you. Okay, so you have a beautiful smile, beautiful eyes. We have at this point you're just playing yourself. We have I'm depressed, shadow work. We have I waited too long and now the joke's on me. we have you are the yin to my yang, and we also have balls deep. We have sensitive emotions, sex, kiss, hug, and we also have move forward. So with sensitive emotions, this could be someone that's thinking about you because they're feeling quite sensitive when it comes to you. But for a lot of you, this could also be someone who maybe made you feel quite emotional as well. They're thinking about you because they would like to move forward with you. And with sex, kiss, hug, they could be thinking about you because either they didn't get a chance to be closer to you physically, or they could be thinking about the times that you guys were quite physically close, and you know, regardless of whether that's in like a romantic way or not. So this is someone who felt that they had like good compatibility with you, and with you are the yin to my yang. It feels like they're worried that you might find that same compatibility with someone else. They could feel like you've already found it, or they're worried that you might and they're also thinking that you might have changed, and that, you know, if they were to approach you, or when they do approach you, that, you know, the compatibility and that kind of rapport, that attraction, the lovers came out to clarify that it just maybe won't be the same as it was in the past. And this is not necessarily because either of you have changed, maybe just because of like, you know, the distance or any like misunderstandings that you guys have had, or whatever it might be. And they're also thinking, with, you know, you have a beautiful smile and beautiful eyes, they're also thinking that you are very attractive to them. And you know, this feels like it could be more than looks. It could be a lot more about you than that kind of attracts them to you. But for some of you, your eyes could be significant to this person, and they could think that you have very beautiful eyes. And they could also be thinking that that's something that they should have told you as well. So it also feels like they've been thinking about you because they could, you know, be kind of down at the moment, or maybe recent past they've been feeling quite down, not really themselves. And they could have been working on themselves with, or realizing that they need to, with Six of Swords, maybe that they need to heal, that they need to kind of make some changes in their life. And yeah, so that's something else, like maybe them sitting with themselves has kind of, you know, made them think about you, or you've been popping up in their mind more and more the more that they sit with themselves and, you know, reevaluate and stuff like that. And with waited too long, now the joke's on me, that's another thing that they've been thinking about in regards to you. They could be worried that they took too long. They could be worried that when they do reach out to you eventually, that it will be that the energy between you guys would have changed. You know, that energy, that attraction, that compatibility between you guys just won't be the same as it was. So that's another thing that they're worried about. And with at this point you're just playing yourself, they could also be thinking that you see them as someone that has played you, who has maybe tried to play you and stuff like that. And for some of you, if this is someone you were vulnerable with, if you even recognize this energy, they've been thinking about the times that you were actually vulnerable with them as well. But that is all I have for those of you who chose this group. I do hope it could be helpful. I hope it could make sense. And I'm wishing you the best. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Please take care. Bye.